And here we are, week 7, number 1 in Jacksonville. None other than the beautiful game between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jags. I love their 3-letter acronym, JAX. Beautiful. It doesn't even have an X in it. You invent the X for the CK. Let's look at the stats. And we had some offense. Not on the scoreboard, but in the yards. 436, 452. No turnovers for the Giants because they don't make mistakes. The Giants are playing like a team that just waits for you to screw it up. And it is boring a little bit. And the games are really close. And it's not flashy. That's what I meant by boring. But they're 6-1. Who cares? They're 6-1. And Daniel Jones looks pretty good. I love him playing off of that play action. I feel like Daboll has shown up and said, yo, Danny, you've got this. You can do it. You can throw the ball. You can run the ball. And we're going to run plays for you to just see it. Ball, run through your reads super quickly. There, no, go. Get out of here. Just get out of here. Go and run. You're not slow. You're fast. And I am fast. Forget about when you fell down on national television in glorious agony where you had your 90-yard run that was amazing. Forget about that. Just play. And he's been playing. 11 rushes for 107 yards and a frickin' touchdown. Heck yeah, Danny. Dude, he's got it. That's 300 yards total offense. That's 2 scores for this man. That's almost 10 yards a carry. You can't stop this boy. He's running up and down the field, and he's throwing the ball. 6 or 12 from third down. Not bad. Terrible in the red zone. Not great. Got to score more in the red zone and stop just relying on your kicker, but they're there. They're freaking there. And then, of course, Saquon Barkley. It's just, I've never seen a player so strong run so fast. It's terrifying. I talked about Chubb earlier. It's like hitting him would be like hitting a sequoia tree. This would be like hitting a sequoia tree that's moving 70 miles per hour. This would be like trying to hit a sequoia tree, but it jukes you and you hit nothing but air, and you're like, how the hell did that juke me? It's 25 feet wide. I was like, well, it's just that fast. Saquon Barkley, 24 for 110. This Giants team is built perfectly. They have a solid defense. They have a coach that makes it, I swear, a coach that makes it so easy for Daniel Jones to play to the best of his ability. Sometimes you're just square peg in a round hole. You're not letting them figure it out. They're not letting him figure it out. And Jones just is a certain type of way. You know his capabilities, and he's letting it happen. And he can get better. They can get better receivers and step up this team. I've never even heard of any of the receivers until now because they've been winning. But they can go out and draft some people. And maybe if the Giants can pick up a big name, maybe next year in the offseason they've got a first round, and Judy is looking to be moved. McLaurin is looking to be moved. These players that are good receivers on teams, hey, go for it. I don't know if they're worth a first, but they're good receivers. They really bolster your receiving crew. And that's for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, 22 for 43. Not a good completion percentage. Still has some nice passes. And Travis Etienne is doing it. It's great. Looks really good. Trevor Lawrence, I just think that they're a year away. I think they need to find some stability to kind of finish it. But why don't we talk about what happened at the end of the game? This game wasn't as close as it may have seemed, and then it was even closer than it may have seemed. Let me explain. The game ended with the Jaguars on the 1-yard line, getting tackled 1 yard from scoring a touchdown, literally on the 1-yard line. It was wild. But a lot of weird penalties to keep that drive alive towards the end. You're watching it, defensive holding, roughing the passer. It is a little frustrating to have penalties end games or decide games and to have them in that big situation. But 4th and 16, roughing the passer, first down. Or actually, that doesn't matter. They gained 28 yards. They got the roughing the passer penalty. It brings them real close with only 12 seconds left. On 2nd and 10. Or no, that was on them. Either way. Oh, earlier in the drive, there were illegal use of hands. And there was defensive holding. And that was keeping this drive alive and allowing the Jacksonville team to stay in it with very little time left, only a minute left. It was still orchestrated well, but it's just frustrating to see the penalties deciding it in that way. And then finally, the big play is 4th and 15. They actually gain the 28 yards, but then there's a roughing the passer, puts it all the way down to the New York 17. And then they had the last play, deep middle to Christian Kirk. Tackled 1 yard short. Just one. Would have kicked the extra point, and the Giants would have lost. But the Giants are magic. The Giants are magic this season. You can call a bunch of penalties on them. You can put the Jacksonville Jaguars at the 1 yard line. Not these Giants. The magic's still there, and you wonder how long it will last. As for the prospects for them for the rest of the season, I don't know. This 6-1 still kind of stinks. And as great as it is to win close games, I'm not really one to believe in a quote-unquote clutch gene, some sort of magical feeling, ice in the veins, or whatever it is that the Giants may or may not have. You can say whatever you want. The momentum is on their side. Like they're a giant bouncy ball rolling down a hill in a street. And that's why they'll keep winning these close games, because they feel like no one could stop them. I don't know. I don't feel like that is really the case. There's going to be some randomness and some bad luck. But they've been keeping the big mistakes to a minimum, and that's a great way to keep it out. They start off with a great script. Score early. That's what I've seen them do. And then they don't make mistakes down the stretch. Their defense is solid. Their running game is really good. Almost like the exact opposite of what the Ravens do. They can get a solid set going, and then when they need to score, they can also score towards the end. But once they get the lead, it's like, it's Quan Barkley. Finish it for us, baby. And they give him the ball, and he just runs the clock out. And they'll keep doing it, and their defense can defend down the stretch. So, good job, Giants. 6-1. They have a really easy schedule, so maybe they'll go 16-1. And the Eagles will also go 17-0, which is impossible. I'm dying for that Giants-Eagles game. That's going to be fun. We'll see how it ends up. But that's it for my Week 7 Jaguars. Sorry. I think you'll be better next year. Be hopeful. Be strong. Better receivers. One more year with Lawrence. ETN is good. Maybe some defenders. Beef up defense a little bit. AFC South is weak. Keep fighting. I'd be happy if I were a Jaguars fan. Not happy. I'd be medium. But I'd have high hopes. Either way, Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.